You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. You always thought that you were weak, but babe, you're wrong. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Think that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. You shouldn't doubt yourself, 'cause you're a work of art. You should know that you are perfect with those flaws. Yeah, you better step into the light, just give it a try. Know that it's time you let that spark out. You've been hiding in the shadows way too long. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. And who cares if you might mess it up? You're stronger than the others think. And who cares if you might mess it up? Shine, go ahead and shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine, shine, darling. Go ahead and shine, my dear. 'Cause who cares if you might mess it up? Just shine. Lights are shining bright. My friends are in the club. We'll go all night. I see you in the back. The mood is right. If I just had your number, I would let you know how I feel. You walk up to me, start dancing to the music and the chase. Like this was meant to be. Take my hand, I feel my heart beat, and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me. time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. I can't get enough. Oh, it's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. It's all about us. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, by the time we stop pretending. Come home with me. Let's write a history. Tonight I'll make you see. It's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough. Can't get enough.
Hey, beautiful people. Is this thing on? Tap, tap. Hello, hello. Just getting everything ready. Is everyone here? Is it just me? I am sorry for being delayed. You know when you turn the coffee maker on and it's like, oh, I need cleaning. And you're like, I don't have time for this bullshit. And then you realize that you got to go live and you're like, you know what? I really need a coffee. So I apologize for keeping you all waiting because I so needed a coffee. Hello to everyone in the chat. Let's see who we've got. We have Sylvie. Hi to Sylvie. We've got Life at the top. Oh no, Sylvie has COVID. That's not good, but I'm glad that you're better today. Or feeling a little bit better anyway. Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Laurie. Yay. Hey, Heather. At least, sorry, that yay was at least seeing all the PA goodies will cheer everyone's Monday up. I hope so, because I have a lot of goodies to show today. And I'm very excited about it. Can you hear Michael outside opening something? Hey to Diane, Bianca, Candy, Maria. Yeah, how is everyone doing tonight? Hi everyone, how are we all doing tonight? Hey beautiful you. Hey beautiful you. I'm sorry, not sorry. Halloween, like I love a good punny pun. And Halloween and the booze is just full of them, and I'm so here for this. Oh yeah, thank you for all the likes. Feel free to smash the like button. And yes, there is some information on the Halloween release today, which is super exciting. And let me see who else is here. Maria, Candy, Jennifer. Oh, there's questions in the comments that I don't know if I should talk about. Oh no, where's the hurricane? Hello to Diane, Lorena. Focus, Sami, focus. We're glad when the time changes here and we'll go back to 8:45. So I grew up in Sydney where we have daylight savings. In Queensland we don't, which I love. I love that we don't have daylight savings. But also, like, I always forget when it's daylight savings for everyone else. And I know that that's slightly different all over the world. So, yeah. Jessica, hi to Jessica. I think I've gotten everyone. I'm sort of like having a quick scroll through. Angela, Juliana, Kathleen, Christina, Heather, Sherelle, Michael, Janet. Yeah, okay. Hi to everybody. I think I got into the bottom of the list. Hi to everybody. If you're watching for the first time, drop us a hi, or not for the first time. So also this morning I had this dropped at the door. We got a knock knock. Unfortunately, it's not the full kit. It's just the paper pack, but so that's the first time I've even looked at it. Oh, the colors look so good. Genuine reactions, people. Because I've been loading up all the pretties, all the stuff for our chapter 10 release. No, let me try that again. Chapter 10 Enchanted Evenings kit. Do I have daylight savings? No. So I don't have daylight savings. Queensland doesn't do daylight savings. Apparently it's something to do with upsetting the cows. Well, that's the story that gets peddled around here. Anyway, I'm here for it because I hate daylight savings. I cannot stand it. So I'm glad that we don't have it here, and I hope they never bring it in, because that adjustment, especially when you have little ones, is just not fun. This, I'm just trying to think. This week is a bit of a big week, so I do apologise because there is a lot on my mind. Lockie's going into hospital just for teeth cleaning and stuff like that, and we've got that at the end of the week, and so I do apologise. Sorry, not sorry. If I'm a little bit scattered, I've just got so much on my mind today, but that's okay because the main thing I should have on my mind is pretties. Now, look, let's just... Actually, before I jump into chapter 10, let me just do a really quick talk about... Boo! For the booze. Eek! Yes, I got these flags and they're kind of awesome. I'm a big TK Maxx fan, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get these. So for the booze, we actually have a release date now, and we almost released it last Friday until we saw a calendar and realized what the date of this Friday is. So, not only are we heading over to help Lockie at the hospital, but there also is a huge launch for the booze. So we are launching for the booze on Friday the 13th of September. And it was funny because when I wrote that, I actually wrote of October instead. Where's my ghostie? There he is. There's my ghostie. So it's super exciting. This Friday it's coming up, and we are super excited. It's looking... It's amazing. I mean, I shared all pretty close to like a 95%-ish finished version of For the Booze last time. At least I think I shared that. So yeah, go and check that out. It's going to be adorable. We've also, so as part of that, I believe we are also rerunning the old washi for the original before the booze. So because they sold out so quickly last time, and I know that there was a lot of people who wanted them. So they're the two little washi duos. So they will come along. So we'll have a couple of different packs and things like that. So it is super exciting. And we've got the little clips and a whole bunch of all the other goodies, and it's going to be amazing, and I cannot wait for it to arrive here. We do also have some of the old sticker books, so if you want to get started now with For the Booze, you can grab those over on our website, which is plannerandonon.com. Oh yes, thank you, Jamie. And the release this Friday is a pre-order, so which will ship... These are good things to have in my notes. I believe it is around the week of the 21st of... No, that doesn't seem right. Of September. I was going to say October. I keep getting October. Oh, the week of the 27th. Sorry. So it's a pre-order. But yeah, we've already ordered our stock. So it's like a limited release pre-order, if you want to call it something. So that is super exciting. So we will only have a set amount of those. So, but we think we've ordered enough to cover and some. But yeah, jump on Friday and order your For the Booze. Now, let's jump over into Chapter 10, Enchanted Evenings. When the moon hits the sky like a big pizza pie. That's Orion. I was like, why is my cover not coming back on? I have had that song in my head almost the whole time while designing this kit with Jamie. And this kit has a few little like earworms in there, so I semi not really apologize, but yeah. So that's yeah. That has been a feel. Yes, and chapter 10 already. Absolutely, yeah. Sorry, not sorry. I'm sorry. I got the words wrong. Anyway, how is it chapter 10 already? I have absolutely no idea. I am shocked by this development. I just don't know how this has happened so quickly. But old song, Some Enchanted Evening. I have to look that song up. I don't know that song. And everybody's like, it's a Hemsworth vibe. It might be a little inspired by a Chris or two in Hollywood and a Ryan or two. Look, hopefully you will love it. Let's jump into the previews because we have a bundle of them. Where should I start? Well, actually, let me show you some of the details first. And I know that I shared these last time, but I want to bring them up again because they're kind of cool. So some of the stickers we've got definitely some different colored roses. So we do have some pink roses in there. We've got some creams, some purples, and pinks. It's absolutely beautiful watercolor roses. We have a gorgeous dress, which is from week 2, and I can't wait to show you the weeks because the weeks really have come together quite nicely. We have a gorgeous sculpture that's also from week 2, and this carriage. Oh, that's actually had a recolor since we exported this, so that has changed slightly. And we have some Normie chocolates. Now, for the weeks, we actually have, so we do some stargazing in the park and having a wonderful picnic in the park. Well, not really. It's not really a picnic, but they go to an observatory, planetarium in the park, and they do a little bit of stargazing. So each of these, and then we go to an opening night at for an art exhibit. And the last week is Singing in the Rain. Now, for those who don't know, the 3 weeks for this kit are based off the 3 times that we've actually bumped into Ryan already. Did I say Orion? I meant Ryan. I told you, it's stuck in my head. That we bump into Ryan already. And if you haven't worked out where we bumped into Ryan, go back and read the blogs on the website. I know there's a few we've still got a few coming up, but we've already met him a few times and quite early on in one of the first ones. So go and check that out over on the blog. And yeah, can't wait to, Yes, she is. Okay, so it's, I think calling her Noelle is because she's very similar to Noelle, who we did in Heartfelt Home last year. Because, the Alex character is very similar to her. And yes, she is dating. So she's met, why did I always say Chris Hemsworth? You people in the comments just... I love it. So she's met Ryan again, and he's treated her to a few wonderful dates. Now, Okay, so this kit it has been, like, I'm not going to lie, this kit has been a little bit of it's been a hard one to work on. It has been a hard one to work on because, and some kits just generally are harder kits to work on. And it's not because of the artwork or anything like that, but like a lot of my kits are things that are quite aspirational. So things that like I would like to do. And at the moment, my life is literally mostly sitting at this desk, making pretty things and, not really going out and doing those aspirational things. So, so pretty much like all of you, I use my kits to sort of dream about things that I could be doing. It's like, I just had this thought. It's like when you're a kid and you play Anywhere But Here. You're stuck in school and you're like, okay, let's play Anywhere But Here. I am sitting on a beach. Hashtag chapter 9. No, 8. Chasing the sun. So yeah, it was a little bit tough to work on this kit. But it has come together quite well. And I have a big thank you to Jamie for this one, because this kit changed directions, I feel, 3 or 4 times. Well, not directions, but like artwork styles 3 or 4 times. So a big thank you to Jamie for shouting out. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm thinking about Friday. A big shout out to Jamie for putting up with me being a little bit of a pain there. It is much appreciated. Okay, so let's without any further ado, let's jump into the previews for this kit. Okay, so first up we have our Paper Lover kit. As I said, there are a lot. Let me just scooch over. There we go. There are a lot of earworms in this kit. Pardon me. There are a lot of earworms in this kit. So Dancing in the Moonlight, Singing in the Rain. And yeah, it is a lot of fun. Let me jump over into the next one. Just trying to... Well, my screen layout has all changed. Okay. And then we have the character card. So obviously the story on the character card is exclusive content to the people who have purchased it. But as you can see, we have Ryan. I almost did it again. There on the front in the park, which is the location of the first date. Next up, we have Samori. I told you what was in my head. So we have the art cards and, the journaling cards. And I am really loving the journaling cards this time. There's so many beautiful little moments in them. So these are absolutely, bless you. These are absolutely gorgeous ones for this kit. Ryan. Okay, and then we have the stamps. So the stamps, we have a row of the roses, and these are designed so that you can butt them up against each other and make a continuous row as long as you need, mask it off, all that sort of stuff. We have our feature rows, and what we decided to do was to split off the leaves so that you could use it in different, like wherever the leaves work. And then we have the additional rose head, so if you wanted to make another stem. And always remember, like once you put the flower down, you can always extend the stems out further with just a like a black pen. I'm trying to think of what the black, it's like micro liner, it's like the creamy ones. I like to use those with my stamps. We've got some music notes in there. We've got the number 10 because chapter 10. We've got the rain up the top. We've got a paper lantern. We've got a watercolor stroke. We've got the tiny little rose, and we've got a bunch of icons down there as well. Thank you for the tiny rose. I always want a little flower and not to have them and not all of them have a tiny one for using as a bullet point. I try to always include one. I think maybe I've missed one or two. I didn't mean to. That was supposed to be a staple. I forgot. The microns. Yeah, so you're very welcome. I'm glad that you're enjoying the stamps. It is a micron pen. Thank you so much, Maria. And I just want to bring this up before I go further. But yeah, thank you both for the art therapy. Yeah, you are very welcome. You are very welcome. And I'm so glad that, Jamie and I were having a chat about this the other day and saying how wonderful it is that that people are using this to as a therapy tool, one of the therapy tools. So it's really wonderful to hear that. Okay, next up we have, I'm like, how do I segue from that? We have die cuts. And obviously we have our gorgeous Ryan there. We've got the cute little horse. We've got a nice car. We've got some bits and pieces, and they'll all make sense as we go through the next, especially once we get to the stickers. Now, next up, we have the papers, and we've got that gorgeous splash that you've been seeing, the gorgeous paper with the kit, and like, I am just loving just how romantic and chill, and as you can see, dramatic pause while I drink my coffee. As you can see, it's got a little bit of galaxy in there. So I'm loving the warmth. I'm loving the haze of the late night. It's a little foggy. And we've got the pink backing behind that. And then we go to the next paper, and it's a whole bunch of, and I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going to say this wrong, petit fours. They're like, you know, at the art gallery, the opening night, they've got the little desserts on the trays, and they're delicious. And I apologize for the weight that people may put on while looking at these, because they are absolutely delicious. And thank you for Jamie for putting these in, because yummy. And then we have the galaxy feels. I said it right. Thank you very much. It's not Starlit Stories. It's all, so almost everything in this kit is original art, as with most of our kits are, which is one of the reasons why they take so long to do. But it is definitely galaxy, universe, celestial inspired. And I love this whole, there's a shooting star. It's just like, it's a really gorgeous feel in this kit, and it matches in so well. Next up, we have another paper, which is the floral paper. So we've got all those beautiful colors of the roses. We've then got the rose outlines behind, which are looking gorgeous. Yay, thank you, gorgeous paper. Oh, as you meant, okay, sorry, Candy, I just saw the rest of your message. I meant as it would be good to go with the kit. Yes, you are correct. It does work really well with Starlit Stories. And I do need to do a thing on the website where it shows what kits. It is on the giant list that never seems to get smaller of things to do. Okay, and then the last paper is that journaling paper. Now, I will say that if you get the creative kit, which will be on sale this week for subscribers, these papers, you do get the 12 by 12 version. So there are bits of this paper especially that are hidden that you just don't get in the printed version. So yeah, I'm loving how this turned out. We got the little lantern with the light on it, sort of casting a yellow glow and everything. Oh, thank you, Maria. That's wonderful. That paper is amazing. Yeah, and these papers, they're a lot of fun. They take a little while to put together, but I love seeing how they really pull the kit together. And then we have this specialty paper, which is the vellum is that was not meant to be the roses. I feel like that was meant to be the galaxy paper. I feel like I exported the wrong thing. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Jamie, I will get back to you on which one it is, but the roses are definitely the overlay at the bottom. So the acetate, I should say. I need to confirm that before I put the previews up on the website. So that is the Paper Lover pack. Let's jump straight over into the Planner Lover kit. Okay, so the Planner Lover obviously has a different pouch to the Paper Lover. It has the smaller one. Oh yeah, it's foamy. It has, I like a cappuccino with the nommy. Don't spill it, don't spill it. You're not gonna be able to see it, but yeah, it's all foamy. It's yummy. Jamie's like, don't ask me. Don't ask me, I just work here. I feel like I meant to change it to the Galaxy overlay. I'll have to check my notes. I got to bed at about 3 a.m. last night. The words are not wording. The train has left the station. It's all happening. You're getting a great hot mess show today. Okay, anyway, back to pretties. We have the gorgeous pouch. And the quote on that is "An evening to remember." And we have another copy of the character card. And then we have, I cannot wait to use these. I was actually using mine earlier today from chapter 7. So we've got the sticky notes and the notepad, which has got all those gorgeous roses on there and some beautiful colouring. And then we have the washi card, which has "A Moment Together" on it. Yeah, I think so too, Diana. The Galaxy would definitely make a gorgeous vellum. Yeah. That's why I thought it was that, because I thought that's just going to be such an amazing overlay. Sometimes I even surprise myself. And then we have the washi. Are you ready? I hope you love it. So this is the washi for the kit. So we have the word washi, and it's got things like "Written in the Stars," "Hugs and Kisses," "Falling for You," "Picture Perfect." Can't remember what's further down on the other side of the washi, because this is such a small little preview. We do have the Smush, and then we have a Galaxy washi in there. We have the journaling washi, and then, of course, the Rip Torn specialty washi. And this was one of the big, I feel like it was a big, there were so many big changes this year with the kits. And I'm just looking for a comment that was, I should have started. Somebody mentioned about how they love the new kit format. And here it is, Jessica. I'm going to start that comment. Yeah, the kit format. It went through such a big change. And one of the things I really love about the new format is the washi changes and the pouches and things like that. So I'm really glad to hear that. And I actually I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks to put together a survey to be sending out to everybody to fill in, so that we can, think about next year's stuff. I mean, we've already been thinking about next year's stuff, but to see if we need to make any small tweaks to next year. So that is most of the Planner Lover, because that then brings us to Sticker Lover. Now, you can buy Sticker Lover separately on its own, but also it's included inside Planner Lover. So, the folder, it feels so romantic. An evening to remember. Jessica, it isn't just for subs. I'll talk about the survey a little bit more, but it isn't just for subs, just in case you head off. Love the torn washi, my favorite. Yay! Me too, because, it was one of our original ideas here to do a torn washi like that. And, I don't think anybody's copied it, which is fantastic. Because it's something that, I put a lot of work into as well. Okay, so we've got the folder, and then we go on to the first sheet, and we've got Ryan there. Ryan, I forgot to mention this earlier. Ryan has a puppy, and the puppy is so cute. And we've got the page behind is one of the torn full paper, the full sticker paper pages. And then we've got that quote there, and we've got the little note from Alex, which is, could McCharming actually be Prince Charming? Yes, we love the puppy. I'll talk about the survey in a couple of minutes. It hasn't come out yet. It's still a good couple of weeks away. Yes. I was just trying to think. Wait, is it a beagle? Yes, it is a beagle puppy. It is a beagle puppy. And then we have the gorgeous florals. I am really loving these florals, and this was something that changed like so many times over in this kit because it went really dark, and then it went lighter, and then it went pink, and then it went cream, and it just like, and then we were like, okay, well, how about we, and then they went blue, and Bess came on, she's like, blue flowers aren't a thing, blue roses aren't a thing. And we're like, but maybe, and it was this whole hilarious thing. So it's, look, there are just a gorgeous chunk of beautiful roses in there, and it is one of the flowers that have such a huge variety of colors. I tear my washi like 90% of the time. Me too. Okay, so that's the florals, and we've got those really nice corners in there, and then we go on to like the more functional pages. So we've got that folding planner down there, we've got the circles, like the feature circles, we've got the quote bubbles, the icons, and all the script headers and things like that as well. So that is there too. And then we jump into the weeks. So excited to show you all the weeks. So first week, they go back to the park, which was chapter 2. And it was the perfect evening. Yes, Jessie, I do still do a Q&A at the end. So yeah, hold your questions for the end and I'll answer as many as I can. We also have the gorgeous horse carriage ride. And we've got, I almost said Jamie's shawl. Alex's shawl, which has been left on the park bench. And they're having hot cocoa together and enjoying the lights, and they go to the planetarium and they look at the stars and the moon, and the song is now playing in my head again. And then for week 2, so that takes us back to chapter 2 where we met Amy, and it's in the park. So if you want to find out more about that story, you need to have purchased chapter 2. And you need to have purchased chapter 2. Sorry, I'm laughing at Jamie. Hey, that's where I left my shawl. Yep. And then, yes, I love the almost astrology vibe. Yeah, it's very galaxy star astrology. Astronomy. It's so close. Astro vibe. Week 2, we go off to the second date is at an art studio, so that definitely has Petal Palette chapter 3 vibes in there, or like a callback to that. If you want to know the story about that more, that's going to be available to subscribers. And we've got the cute little petit fours down there. There's some violins being played. We can see her dress up in the top there, and they've got cute little matching dress and suit. That is a fancy date week. I know, right? I know, it is a fancy date night. And there's like the ribbons, there's a chandelier. No, I'm not going to subject you to that. Here you go, Jamie. Candy would love the blue roses. Maybe we could put some of them in the creative kit. So romantic, I'm swooning. That's the feel that we worked really hard for. And I really love the feel of, like, the sidebars for these really make you, or at least this is what I was going for. I really wanted it to feel like you're there. Like you're literally at that place in time. You're in that moment. My 8-year-old loves all the dress. My 8-year-old loves all of the dress. Yeah. She wants me to buy her one from chapter 4. I'm trying to think chapter 4. Oh yeah, that was a pretty dress. That was a gorgeous dress. Jamie's like, blue roses coming up, order up. Okay, and then we have week 3. So week 3, I I've got to stop with the Ryan in my head. Ryan invites Alex back to his place and they watch Singing in the Rain on a projector setup that he has put in his backyard. And as you can see, it's got a couple of the absolutely adorable little puppy dogs in there. And he's made it all nice and romantic and made it all lovely for her and really, gone over and above. Not really over and above, but he's gone all out to, make her feel really special. And as you can see, it does start raining. As you can see in that sidebar there too. So that's week 3. And then capping it all off is week 4 where, we always have like the journal week. So it's where Alex goes back and journals and writes everything out. And, this week is is also like the floral week, and it has that journaling sidebar and matches the washi. So it's probably one of my favorite weeks to put together. And then last but not least is the full page stickers. So we have the galaxy, and then we have the roses there. And I think that's why I got confused earlier. So I feel like the vellum was definitely meant to be galaxy, but I think that's why I dropped the wrong file in. So my apologies, but that is the last page of the sticker paper. Now I don't have, let me scooch over. Oh, the rug won't let me scooch over. Nope. So we will have more information later this week. Or we will have the creative kit for chapter 10 launching for subscribers to purchase later this week. Is Ryan trying to propose? It's only 3 dates. It's only 3 dates. So no, Ryan is not proposing, but I cannot wait to reveal further storyline on this. I am super excited to reveal how that relationship ends up. What size are the full page stickers? Well, those ones are the stickers are what I call a B6 wide, which is also known as B6 rings, which is 5.3 inch by 7 inch. He's definitely trying to impress her. He's pulling out all the stops. And yeah, as Jamie has said, sweeping her off her feet as she deserves. Our poor Alex has been through a lot and she deserves to be swept off her feet. So yeah, he's definitely come along and, wanted to really make her feel special. Okay, so, hide the bags with the glasses. So that is the, see ya, Candy. That is the chapter 10 previews. So I will have those up on the website probably today/tomorrow. Sorry, they took a little bit longer to pull together this, probably tomorrow. This time round, as I mentioned, we really wanted the feel to be just right in this kit because, Alex deserves it. You all deserve it. We wanted to make sure that it just felt right. Who's good for our Alex? Thanks, Sami. I appreciate it. I want to make a cover out of them. Yeah, well, they're already in the... we have been doing them. Just like, which one do I have? I have chapter 3 already. So in chapter 3, that's one of the pages there. So that's a full page sticker page. And so is this one. So the idea is that you can trim them, cut them, rip them, put them through your cutting machine. So much that you can do with them. Oh my gosh, I just remembered how pretty this kit is. I just got distracted by the pretties. It's hard not to. It is hard not to. It's hard not to. Next up, I need to put these away because they really are distracting. I'll put them away. Okay, they're out of the way. You know what? Let's take a real, because last time when something arrived, I said that I'd flip through it later, and then I was so exhausted by the time I got off the live. Let's flip through this, and then I'll do a quick show and tell, and then I'll take some questions. So let's jump over to, let's see if this works. Chapter 9, Coming Home. I'm coming home, coming home. I have a very strong internal radio. I should be opening this up on camera. Let me just make sure I move my coffee out of the way. And it's always playing. So I'm sorry if I am, off tune, out of tune, all that sort of stuff. There are too many pretties. Okay, let me just drop down. I'm just trying to find my top-down camera. Where is it? Here it is. Why is that? Why 4? Why 4 you not cropped in? Okay, let's give this a go. Here we go. And my chair's not in the right spot. Okay. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's Orion. Nope. This way? Wait, it's upside down. Upside down. Here we go. Rotate. Rotate. Hey, that's better. Okay. I don't know why that resets. Okay, so we have the... Well, wait. It wasn't upside down. I'm upside down. Okay. It's a morning. It's a morning. Monday morning, people. So we have Marlene, who is Alex's mum. And for more on that storyline, we're just finishing off the blog posts and trying to catch up on that. But there is some really good... oops. Missed one. There is some amazing story on that. Let me just make sure I've got a piece of paper so that I can bring up the die cuts, because there are a lot of them and I just want to keep that hidden. So there is the story on there. Oh, not story, the letter from Marlene there too. So there are a lot of die cuts. Is that going to focus? Please focus for me. There we go. There are a lot of die cuts, and I know it is a little bit dark, so I do apologize for that. Sorry, not sorry. Apologizing about all the things today. Baby, I'm sorry, not sorry. This is one of my favorites. How amazing is this? Oh, I bent it. How amazing is this? It is gorgeous. And then we have, like, this was another thing. Like, I wanted it to be a really large frame that you could also use. So when the die cuts do come like this, it's because we've literally tried to grab as much as we can on the page. So just feel free to pop them out and discard that other bit. So that's the two different, and the same with this one. We did the same with this one here. Yeah, just trying to get as much value for money as we can in there. It's the same. These ones almost always come every month. Hello, Mr. Sony. Oh, you know why? Is it because of Marlene? Is she camera hogging? Nope. Yeah, so feel free to just pop them out. And that way you get a really cute little frame and image inside. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this, but just in case, these are actually stickers. So they are a little bit difficult to peel off, which is good because if it peeled off easily, then you wouldn't be able to use them as die cuts. It's right there. It is right there. And I think I've picked like the worst one to do. But I'm committed now. There we go. So it's got the back there as well. So I was just reading the comments. Michael's talking football with Diana. So yeah, there's those. There's some frames. We've got the other frame with the cute little locket. Can you please keep track? I don't know why this hasn't stayed on autofocus. We've got the home kitchen stove, the gorgeous sunflowers. So this is one of my favorites because it's like there's a hidden quote in this. So it's I am surrounded by family and friends. So that was one of my favorite quotes to do. Quote not quote. We've got the who stole the cookie from the cookie jar. The comfy sofa, which you can tell that Alex has definitely fallen asleep on that once or twice. We've got the kitchen window, the dominoes, because they have a game night in there. The wooden spoon for all the yummy cooking. Oh my goodness. These look really cool. Hold on, let me just focus that. The really cool little autumn leaves. We've got a few of those. We've got some little petals that popped out. We've got, I'll bring another little petal that's popped out there too. We've got the little crock pot. How cool is that crock pot? Some popcorn, the chess pieces, and Jenga. So that's, there's another petal under there. So there's so many on there. It'll have you going for ages. And I try and think about the different ways, like when we make these that you'd use them. So for example, like that's a really cool feature in the middle of a card. Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, hold on. Bianca in the comments. We've got a hero in the comments. Use an old cutting mat to get the back off the die cuts. Any kind of slightly tacky mat will take the backing off easily. Oh, that's a really cool idea. Okay, the other thing I use, which I know isn't for die cuts, and I do need to be careful. I'm a bit shaky this morning, but I use one of these, which is what I use for peeling vinyl. So that also helps. Okay, so then we have the stamps, and again we've got the flower row, and I'm thankful for. We've got a whole bunch of these really cute little. Oh, now it focuses. Great. Nope. Come on. There we go. We've got the icons down the bottom, and I love this one. So this one is like, it's the computer. So if you're not able to catch up with your family and friends in person, it's a little icon for like a Zoom meeting or a Google Meet catch up. And, sometimes our friends and family live a long way away. We've got a really gorgeous frame, the sunflower, the puzzle piece, bring it on for game night. We've got another little icon hidden up there, the little flower in there, the pumpkin, and the crock pot, and the little timer. So yeah, there's a whole bunch of really cool little flowers and, not flowers, but items in this stamp set. Yeah. Oh, there we go. My favorite food as a child. Okay, my favorite food as a child. I lived off 2-minute Maggi noodles as a child, which are like just those, 10 minutes, 5 minutes on the stove, or, a few minutes in the microwave sort of things. I lived off that, but I'm trying to think what my favorite food would have been. I have no idea, but that is still a comfort food for me, except now I have the really, really spicy Korean versions of it. So home is not a place, it's a feeling. Crack it like it's hot. Crack it like it's hot. Oh, hold on. There we go. Now it's in focus. Okay, home is not a place, it's... Oh my goodness. Can this just stay in focus, please? There we go. On the back. Whoops. Crack it like it's hot. And then we've got the smoosh and the flower. These are much more vibrant in person. It's showing really quite dark on my camera today, but they are much more vibrant in person. we've got the, this is like part of the journaling page, which you'll see shortly. And it's got the loved word tiles in there. And on the back, we've got the tree there. Trying to get that in focus. With the carved out heart. We have the pumpkins and the sunflowers, and this is just a fall feel, right? A fall moment. Hey there, pumpkin. What is your favorite childhood memory? I have a fair few. I think one of my favorite ones from with my mum, if we're talking about mums, is dancing on her toes in our kitchen. I think that was one of my favorites. What's your favorite? Because I'm loving reading. Everybody's telling me what their food is, and I'm gonna when I get to that card, I'll read some of those out. We've got the other part of the journaling paper, and then who stole the cookie from the cookie jar? And yeah, so I'm loving that people are sharing their answers to this. Let me bring some of them up. Ravioli, homemade from scratch. Oh, by my grandmother from Sicily. For me, it was my dad's grilled cheese sandwiches. Lasagna. Yummy, yummy, yummy. My mouth is watering too. They all sound delicious. And a bowl of cereal. I have to admit, I loved Fruit Loops. That's probably one of my favorite foods from a kid, but they changed it. And now it's crap. Obviously, the bad stuff that was in there was the yummy stuff. I'm sorry, not sorry, but like nobody is under the illusion that they're getting Fruit Loops and they're getting healthy food. Just leave it chunky. Okay, papers. And then we'll do Q&A. Okay, let's jump over into the papers. So we've got that gorgeous home scene. It's got like the browns behind it. Let's bring that out. They printed really nice. Like the tones are just really lovely in this. And then we have, and I will show you, that kitchen is so cozy, right? It really is cozy. And then we have the Scrabble /word game background, and it's on a table. We've got the yellow behind, which matches the gold. Now, one of the things that you might notice is that, especially because I do have a lot of people who cut these up and make booklets or like dividers or even just pages in your planner, I do design these so they're off center. Oh my goodness, stay focused. Not just for my camera, but for me. So like you can use it that way. It then gives you a different back. So the feature is on one of the sides. So same with this. So we've got like the space up. Space there. And then we've got the back on there as well. So that's the second lot. Keep these in order. I screwed it up. And the third page is such a gorgeous pattern. Very the inspiration for this, and I kept these spaces blank because I know that a few people in the past when I've done papers like this have written in them or put photos in them. And so I wanted to keep it blank so that you could really have a lot of fun with this. But it's sort of, do you know, I think it's Harry Potter Order of the Phoenix, and we go to Sirius Black's house, and it's got the family tree wall. Very inspired this feel. So we've got the floral vines up behind as the wallpaper and a whole bunch of the features on top. And then behind that, we've got that gorgeous red that pops out or pinky red that pops out the heart on there as well. The next one is the floral page, and that has like the honey. It's kind of honey-ish, like a beigey honey color. Color there on the back. They look so pretty. And then the last page, which is that journaling page. So if you do want to see the extra bits of this journaling page, you do need to purchase the creative kits because they have the 12 by 12 version. But there is so much beautiful, oh my goodness. It looks so cool. And then we've got that darker, like the orangey sort of color behind it. It's the first time I'm seeing these, so I'm just like, oh my goodness, I'm so here for this. And like in my head, I'm going, okay, I could make a card so quickly. I could have like that as the backing, have this as the backing, that on the overlay, and then have like, where's my frame? Have like that over the front, or then have like a white that goes just behind it, or have this in there. It just works so quickly. It just comes together so easily. Okay, and then we have the vellum and the acetate. So we have the vellum. Told you I love this kit. And the acetate, which is the row of sunflowers at the bottom. So that is all that has arrived for me here for chapter 9, which means the rest is coming shortly, which is exciting. Yeah, that's right. I'm like, hold on, does that timeline work? Yes, it does. So yeah, it is coming out, but usually I don't get the full kit, like with the pouches and everything and the stickers, until everybody else gets it, unfortunately. So yeah, so like on that note, the other day, and I'm trying to find where I stashed it. Oh, it's over there. The other day, the new box arrived for me because I hadn't, well, actually, no. I received one of the boxes, but like everybody else, something happened in the other shipment where the box got crunched, but thankfully the rest of it was, like, the goodies inside were okay, which is the whole purpose for the box, right? It fulfilled its purpose. But I opened it up and it was the first time that I'd seen the pouch and like everything just all together. And it was just like this moment of, so every month I get that moment that's so exciting that I hope that so many people get that same feel. Fruit Loops. Yes, Fruit Loops and Captain Crunch. I have to admit, during my recent trip to the States, I fell in love with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and it's delicious. I just can't even. I buy every creative kit. Thank you so much for your support. And that's the one thing we've loved being able to do this year, is for the first time ever, we've had the creative kits available at the same time to purchase the subscription. Okay, let me jump over into show and tell, and then I'll go through the questions. So thank you for sending those through. Nobody who's buying Jasmine, nobody who's dang it, I was trying to kill a spider, and then Sami commented, no one is buying Fruit Loops trying to get healthy. I started laughing and the spider got away. No, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's jump in. So focus, Sami, focus. First it was my camera not focusing, now it's me. So show and tell is where we share your creations with our goodies. So I want to thank you all for firstly supporting us, and secondly sharing what you make, because without seeing that, we wouldn't. Hold on, where was that train going? Seeing those helps us design. It helps us see if we're on the right track, if we need to make small adjustments, all that sort of stuff. So a big thank you to everybody who has been sharing that. And without further ado, let me bring the latest one up. So Monday, the 9th of September, welcome to the Burrs. So first up, we have a weekly layout by Michelle Boo using, I want to say chapter, I really need the chapter numbers on here. Chapter, I think it's 7, Chasing the Sun, or 8. So anyway, this beautiful spread. I love the lettering and the word art on there. Very cool. And that you've used the quotes as call outs for the minis. That is so cute. And then we have Sylvie, who has done a really lovely, simple chapter 5 showers and flowers layout. And it looks like this is also, so this is using the stickers, and it looks like some of the washi that she's torn, which looks really wonderful. And I love the little moment there as well. Next up we have is by Michelle, which is also featuring chapter 5 showers and flowers. And welcome to Mel, who's a first-time poster. And I love this. This is actually a monthly layout, not a weekly layout. And yeah, absolutely loving this. We've got sunshine follows the rain up the top of the quote. And yeah, it looks beautiful. And it's also using the quarterly as well as the showers and flowers, so the coordinating quarterly. So I always love when I see both of those together. So welcome to Mel. Next up we have is by Diana, who's done a feature page, a title page. And we have, it's using chapter, oh, there goes my coffee machine. Chapter 8. It's chapter 8, Chasing the Sun, because 7 is Hot Summer Nights. Yeah. So happiness comes in waves. Loving all the florals along here, and that full page feature with the waves crashing. Makes you feel like you're there. Oh, next up is by Ruth, who's done a weekly layout and showing us how she's using her easel. That looks so amazing. I love that you've got that little moment of the plane coming down into the sidebar of the islands. That is so cool. And you've also got the charm there, which are available on the website to purchase. So grab those now. I really love this layout, and thank you so much for showing off the easel. Because it's because a lot of the spreads and things like that are a top down. So it's great to see that included. Next up we have is by Bianca, who has used Peach Promenade, one of our older kits, so pre-chapters, but that's okay because there is still so many beautiful past kits that we have that you can still purchase, that are available and ready to ship right now on the website. And this one has, oh my gosh, why can't I remember her name? It's Clyde and names are always the first thing to go for me. I'm trying to think. So it's a monthly layout. So thank you so much, Bianca. I hate that there's a delay on these things. I wish it was just like it was live, because then everybody who's going to be correcting me in a couple of seconds, I could know straight away, and I wouldn't be doing the for so long. Anyway, next is by Penny, who's done a gorgeous weekly layout, also featuring Peach Promenade. I love it, and I think we're getting more of this sort of the Peach Promenade at the moment, because it's we're heading into those fall sort of seasons overseas. So is that right? Yes. So we're getting more of those tones in. So yeah, we do have some of this kit left, as well as Farmhouse Falls and stuff like that. So if you want some extras to go along with that, feel free to shop our past kits. So loving that. Next up, this is going back even further to one of my favorite kits. Thank you to Tanya, who has featured Planner Lover. And this is just so absolute adorable. I love it. I love so much about this kit, and this kit really inspired chapter 1, Loving Me, as well. So I really do love this kit, and like the self-help tone, self-love messages, I should say, that are in that kit as well. So thank you for featuring that one, Tanya. Next up we have is Penny, who, now I think I remember seeing this in the group just quickly one night as I was falling asleep, I think she said, I sacrificed my paper, but I did it. I have to say this is probably one of the best ways to sacrifice your paper because, wow, that looks so cool. And now you can carry it with you everywhere. I love this. And to be honest, I have a blank, oh, you can't see. I just held it up to the screen, but my circle's gone. I have a clear case as well so that I can do this. I just have never gotten to do this. So I love that you did that, Penny. Next up is by Sherelle. So Sherelle's done a weekly layout using chapter 8, Chasing the Sun. I will eventually learn them. It's just the ones around 7, 8, and 9 that I seem to get mixed up. And this is using Chasing the Sun, and I'm loving the sidebar. And as I said, that plane coming in for a landing. Oh, were we talking about playing anywhere but here? And last up is by Ruth again, who has used, well, there's a lot of kits in here. Okay, let me see. Because Michael's written down coffee and corgis, but we definitely have coffee and corgis. We've then got the easel. We've got the chapter's pencil case. I can see some fierce hiding underneath the chapter's pencil case. We've got the quarterly bundle clip. We've got the Always Snuggle Up, which was from Heartfelt Home. Yep, Heartfelt Home. And we've also got the locket in there as well. The easel. Oh, we've also got the desktop washi stand as well in the background there too. So I love that little moment. I hope that brings you joy. I hope that brings you joy. Thank you so much for sharing your little desktop setup. I love seeing desktop setups, especially now that we've sort of got the desktop stands out, and there's other things that are more not flat. Words not be wording. So thank you so much to everybody who shared today, because wow, there's so much creativity. And I think I did say that it was being answered in the comments, but any of our products, share something featuring our products either in the group or on Instagram, and we'll do our best to feature a bunch of those in the live. We try not to put too many because it gets really overwhelming for me, especially because by this stage I've been talking for a little while, sometimes rambling. But yeah, it's always wonderful to see what everybody's been doing, especially because I don't have as much time to comment. So thank you all so much. Okay, let's go back into our Q&A. So I'm going to see if I can grab some of the comments, because there have been a few that have been asked. So if I do miss, so feel free to ask your question now, and I'll do my best to answer what I can. Because it's sometimes when I scroll up, it just like automatically goes back to the bottom. Oh, okay. Jessica, will there be a Christmas kit and when? I know Jamie was so keen to do it and I don't want to miss it. Jamie's not the only one who is keen on a Christmas kit. I too am absolutely wanting to do a Christmas kit. Yes, there is. Let us get through Halloween, and then the next thing is definitely like we like Christmas after that. Well, besides kit chapter 11. Oh my goodness. Cannot believe we're at chapter 11. I thought there was another one talking about the layout of the, maybe I missed, any time frame for the Q4 release. I want to make sure I save up for it. I was hoping to show off some of that this week, but being aside from all the other stuff that's going on this week, and I was actually sick as well, so that's a little bit further behind than what we thought, although not too far behind. In terms of time frame, I'll have more. Let me say I'll have more details for you on that in the next live. Yeah. Oh, this is a question for the ages. Wiggle butt. But this is sorry. There has been some really good. There has been some really good suggestions, and Jamie and I have had some really great ideas on where to go. Like we generally know how things are going to go next year, but there's like bits of it sort of happening like that sort of haven't been confirmed yet. And this is the thing, like, do we go to 13? Do we start with 1? Because we still have like there's only a couple of pieces of chapters which have sold out so far. And we are putting together those like quarterly bundles, so it's easier for people to catch up. And we're finding that a lot of people now are going back and catching up. Yeah, that is a good question. I don't have an answer. More numbers, please, or can you put them on the site so I can download them and print them? I'm not quite too sure. Could you... My brain isn't computing that one. If we went to number 1, it wouldn't be chapters 1. It would have another name, so like series sort of thing. But one of the reasons why, and I think I've discussed this once before, is because that I'm thinking about doing a 13, is because I would have loved for the last chapter 1, Loving Me, to come out a month or 2 before. So yeah, that sort of solves that problem. So these are the things that we're sort of talking about, sort of behind the scenes at the moment. Yeah, so there's some things I don't have answers for, and there's some things that I'm keeping secret and as a surprise. Can you do a skinny washi without words? I mean, is this because you've fallen in love with the washi art from Bess? Because that is something I have felt since I've fallen in love with her washi art. So, that might be something that we do for next year. So one of the things that I've found incredibly freeing this year is we've formulated a lot more of the kit. Like the kit still followed a formula prior to chapters, but there's a lot more consistency in like the washi designs and like having a smoosh and all that sort of stuff. And like that has really saved me so much stress. So it definitely won't for at least up to chapter 12. But let's see what happens with chapter 13 / 1. We'll see. We'll see. I will put that down on the list. And that's great feedback. That would be awesome in the survey. Oh, let me talk about the survey quickly. So a year ago, roughly, released a survey asking everybody what they thought of the kits, because I knew I wanted to make changes, and pretty big changes, but I wanted to see what everybody else was feeling first. You heard nothing, Jamie. You heard nothing. You heard nothing. None of the things. And the survey is one of the reasons why chapters started when it did, because we'd already finished or were close to finishing Arctic adventures, and we didn't want to just ditch a kit that we had spent 3 to 4 weeks on working on. So that meant that chapter 1 was slightly later than what we wanted to have. So yeah, there's that, and I really don't want to give away too much. But yeah, there's going to be an amazing reason to like stay subscribed for the whole adventure next year. So yeah, chapters as what it is now, and there's still going to be there will be tie-ins next year to chapters, even if we don't call it specifically chapters. There's so much I want to say right now, but because we haven't tied it down, I won't. And Jamie's like, shush. I'm sure she's like, do you really want to let the cat out of the bag? That's a really horrible thing. But because it really is a journey of self-discovery for Alex. And next year does change track a little bit, but there's still quite a lot of awesomeness in there. Jessie, no, I've already dropped some unofficial thunder in there. Somebody else asked, and I'm trying to find the comment, and it was something like, will the kits stay in the same format next year? Here it is. Oh, it was another Jessie question. There you go. Will will we be doing the same format and bits with the quarterlies, etc., in the new story next year? Some of the quarterly stuff hasn't gone as well as we expected, so I'll be really interested to hear people's feedback on the quarterly, and see where that lands us. Jamie made a good point, like after the survey, and because we do really want to get some of the answers for the survey back before we do make any big announcements for next year, or at least any small announcements for next year. But yeah, I personally love it, but we need more people to find us. We need more people to find us and purchase the quarterly purchase. And I admit I haven't done the best job at marketing or getting stuff on the website, but that's because I've been too busy designing, and we are like, it's Jamie and I who do we do all the designs, all of the creative stuff. Like it is there is so much that we do, and you see Jamie's also doing the customer service, and like there is so much that we do that I just haven't had as much time for marketing as I would like. Okay. Okay, Lisa, I just found your question. Thank you for telling me that you had a question. I can't remember, but have you ever done an advent? And if not, would you all ever do one? And if so, have we done an advent calendar? Okay, we haven't. It's something that I wanted to do, but it would just cost too much. Like so a lot of the people who I've seen who do advent calendars are, say, USA based and have the majority of their customers in the USA, which makes shipping and things like that much cheaper. Shipping really makes things like an advent calendar difficult to do, because we would have to because our warehouse isn't here anymore, we would have to have it completely fully manufactured, so that's already a higher cost, and then it would have to be small enough so that or the advent part would have to be packaged in something else so that it wouldn't get too damaged, and there is such a high cost in all the packaging and protections, especially when it's internationally traveling. And then there's weights, and then I know some people don't like advent calendars because you can't see the value for what's in it. So yeah, it's hard. Like I have so much respect for anybody who has ever done an advent calendar, because I've wanted to do one for years, but it's just hasn't been, whenever we've even looked at the numbers, it just hasn't been financially viable, especially because we order in such small numbers. Like we would barely make the minimums on a lot of it. So I would love to say yes, but I feel like the answer is going to be a no, unfortunately, that it's something that's probably going to stay out of our reach, but never say never. I mean, one day we might be back up to our pre-COVID numbers and beyond that, and you never know, we might be able to. So never say never. Okay, hold on. Okay, wait. I love it. I think, honestly... Okay, was this in regards to the quarterly? It's hard because there's a bit of a delay. I love it. I honestly think it would help a lot if you had some kind of a payment option. I'm guessing this is like for the quarterly bundles and the bigger bundles that we do. And like, I do agree with that to an extent, but that also pushes the price up further again, because like a lot of those payment places then put an additional fee. Like everybody wants a piece of the pie. Shopify and Shopify, ShopPay, Stripe, all the apps that we use. So it's hard because I know that on some things it's because we put a lot of time into our designs. Like our design work takes a lot of time. And that's, I mean, that with product, and I'm doing the whole, my brain shifted into business gear because like that's like becomes super expensive. And so, okay, so here's the thing. What if it was just a sticker, maybe easier to ship? That's a great idea. I do kind of like that idea of like an advent, which is a sticker pack. I hadn't thought of that. The only issue with that is a time thing, because doing 24, 25 stickers, at least a minimum of 25 sticker sheets at a very minimum, that's a kit. That's a full kit. And I mean, this year I won't have the time to do it, but I am definitely going to put that idea in the bank for next year. So thank you so much, Lisa, because that was great. That was a really cool idea. I honestly hadn't even thought of that. And now my head's like, I can picture it in my head. Thanks for that, side squirrel. Yeah, there's, I mentioned this last time, like there's not going to be a classic size melody anytime soon, just because the size for that is bigger. We would need to order more of the bigger boxes, which is also more expensive. It's all costs, and because our suppliers have put up their costs, and shipping is ridiculously expensive. And then making the minimums, like at the moment, every melody is a high risk for us. Yeah, the economy is so hard right now. I never order advent calendar. It's just too expensive. Yeah. And I absolutely agree with that. Okay, Bianca. I use a Kalana virtual card for the quarterly kits. So I know that Bianca is in the States, and I know that some things like, I think PayPal even has like spread over 4 weeks, and like there's so many other finance options that the USA gets that the rest of the world doesn't. Yeah. Laurie, I was looking for Laurie's comment. Maybe a digital advent. I do like that idea as well. I love that idea as well. And I think at one point I did come up with like the 12 days of Christmas as a digital advent calendar, and then just, it is such a hectic time, that time of the year to do it. Because at that point, I'm doing, hopefully I've done, I'm planning for next year. I'm trying to get everything in before the Lunar Festival closures, which means I need to be a couple of kits ahead. I'm thinking about potentially going away for Go Wild. So like then there's, although, oh, that's a can of worms I shouldn't have opened. So like having time to do like an advent around that time is hard. But again, never say never. What is the best / most effective ways for the PA community to help market PA? Oh, Kate, thank you so much. Okay, so I've been watching a lot of videos and YouTubes lately on this, and the best way at the moment is it seems to be video, and it is the most time intensive thing to do, but on socials, in groups, share, like making something with the stuff, or even just going, hey, this arrived today in one of the groups that isn't necessarily ours. So and obviously I don't want you to like go against the rules of any other groups, but like there are a lot of planner groups out there, especially on Facebook, that share, using if you're on Instagram, using hashtags like planner communities, planner stickers, planner love, sticker love. I'm trying to think of some of the other main ones that people sort of post in. Posting and tagging us, and people eventually find out. It's sharing as much as you can about us. That helps. Every share, every like, every engagement. Apparently the YouTube. Okay, so apparently the Instagram algorithm is now valuing shares. So if you know how you can do the little airplane and you share it off, like you send it to a friend, they're valuing it at higher than everything else. That's for this week. So who knows what they're going to do next week. But they're like, we want to promote the most shareable content out there. So share our stuff with a friend as well. That makes a huge, huge difference. But Kate, seriously, thank you so much for asking that, because that means the world to us. Yeah. And you know, if you do create a cool video that you don't mind us using, you can actually like tag us as a collaborator, like on Instagram. It does have that. That's if you're okay with us using it, and then it will appear on our reels or whatnot. I'm still catching up on Instagram again. I share content all over Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Threads. Yeah, that is awesome. I love that. Go, Lisa. I always get asked about PA. Yay! I share with everyone. Awesome. And this is amazing. Like, thank you all so much. I open my kits on video if I get a few at a time. I did one with quarter 2, and I think one of the chapters, I can't remember. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I'm working on a bit of video setup. And yeah, there is so much to feed the hungry Instagram social algorithm. It's just a lot. But like, yeah, it is hard as any business owner. But yeah, I thank you so much for asking that. That's a really great question. I did see this. Maybe Bess could ask. Baby Bess could ship your advent card. I wouldn't do that to her. That would be so much, because firstly you got to store them. Bess does actually stock some of our stuff, which is super exciting, in her amazing shop. So if you haven't been out to her shop, go and check that out, because I can't wait to one day get over there and be there in person. But yeah, that would be a big ask. That would be a lot. She would probably do it though, but I couldn't. Yeah, that would be a lot. People tease influencers all the time, but for them to be big, imagine how much of their life is, well, they're everything is like, I started sharing some like hammock times which are like just me talking about more personal stuff or things that I'm just sort of feeling at that particular time over on Instagram. Like, I edit that because I do a lot of likes, and I don't think in a very linear way. I think very Jeremy Beremy. Hashtag the good place. So I edit it so it's a little bit more cohesive for people who can't follow all my roundabouts. And sometimes that takes me like a huge chunk of the day to do that. And, you know, doing social media definitely puts me further behind on doing other stuff that I need to do. So yeah, a big, like, I don't think people realize, especially today's influencers and today's content creators, how hard that is. And that's one of the reasons why I love doing a live. Firstly, I get to chat with you all live and you keep me company. Like, that is the coolest thing ever, because I know that I'm crap at like engaging the other way on socials. But like, here I get to, you're also lovely and welcoming and inviting, and I get to sit down with you all and you deal with my rambling, and you can fast forward it later if you want to, or you can listen to me at 5 times speed or 2 times speed or whatever it is when you watch afterwards. But like the rest of it, like, social media is a full-time job. It is a full-time job, and with such a small team, it's hard. Like, props to anybody who yeah, does that. And like, one of the things I was watching one of the videos and they said, oh, Instagram, to be successful on Instagram at the moment, they want you to do 3 to 5 reels a week, plus posting stories every day, plus posting carousels and pictures and other videos. And I'm like, how do you expect people to do anything else? Like, it is such a hungry hippo. It is a hungry hippo. Oh, this life is something I look forward to. Yay! That definitely helps. I had another question about, okay, hold on. Or was that the question that I answered? Boop, boop, boop. I've missed the question. I can't seem to find it. Yeah, I'm going to have to go and watch some of Lisa's videos after. I like your lives. Oh, you would have to erase the sound from mine. Southern accent rambles. No, I love accents. I love them. I love them. I love all the different accents. So like, seriously, the only thing is, if you're going to like, if you want to help and you want to submit some video to us, just make sure there's no music on. That's the big thing, because then we have to scrub the whole backing track just due to copyright, and we have licensing software and stuff like that. But yeah, so as long as it doesn't have that, that would be amazing. I prefer live Sammys. Yours are always fun. Oh yay, hot mess show. Yeah, and it is fun to sort of just chill out and hang out and go on a stream of consciousness ramble with you all. And, you know, this is where you get more information. You guys always seem to get more information out of me on that sort of stuff. And I do want to do more lives with my girls, and because it's really fun when we're bouncing off each other, because that's like most of my nights are spent like video chatting with them, and it's really fun when we get to do that and have everybody watch along. And yeah, it's a lot. But yeah, I mean, the idea is to eventually edit these into smaller content. So you'll notice I'm slowly making changes. Like, I'm trying to be smaller in frame, so that way, because I move a lot, I can cut these down for Instagram and things like that as well, because there's so much to do. Oh, is that a question? No. Okay. I think that's it. I feel like I need to go and have lunch, because this has been a longer live, because I've just been chatting with you all. But I just want to thank, I am a social media algorithm guru. I've been kicking the algorithms, can I say this in the American way? Ass. kicking its ass. The American way sounds so much nicer than the Australian one. Ass. It's like the water. Yeah, anyway. Oh my gosh, Lisa. Wow, you are doing so much. So yeah. I'm gonna have to check that out. Anyway, love seeing you, Jamie, and Bess. Yeah, we have so much fun. Anyway, I'm gonna say thank you all for joining me. Thank you for chilling out with me. Thank you all for loving chapter 10. Share, like, let people know about chapters. That is because we're finding a lot of new people who come on are purchasing, like, they're wanting to catch up. So, like, spreading the chapters. Oh god. Like, awesome. Wow. Like, totally freaked me out. No. Wow, that was, bring it on. Yeah. Anywho, thank you all so much. Have an amazing week. I will see you all in, I want to say 2 weeks time. 2 weeks. Take care. Look after yourselves. Big hugs and see you next time.